Hello again, fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you for joining us for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for the trading week of March 31st through April 4th. We're in part 2 of our weekly trading game plan. We'll be selecting our top swing trading stocks to watch, stocks in our bullpen, stocks in our shopping list. We'll also talk about how we can use dividend payers and several option strategies to generate income while we wait for our swing trading stocks to set up. So let's get started. So here's our Google document with our notes for part 2 of our weekly trading game plan for March 31st through April 4th. We keep our notes for our weekly trading game plans in publicly accessible Google documents. Our notes documents contain links to bonus videos, to the tools and resources we use to trade our top swing trading stocks, etc. If you have not already seen part 1 of our weekly trading game plan for this trading week, titled Make Money Trading This April, we would highly recommend you also view part 1, as that contains our market analysis, trade strategies, trade ideas for this trading week. We keep all of our notes documents for our weekly trading game plans in a publicly accessible Google Drive folder, so you can refer back to the notes for part 1 as well as previous weekly trading game plan notes. And you can also find a direct link to this publicly accessible Google Drive folder in the description box below. So firstly, we'll go over some of our trade updates for this week, and we'll look at the charts for these in Webull. So firstly, AEHR. We got stopped out of our latest long position in AEHR. This is one where we had sold cash secured puts against AEHR at 10. We got assigned when those expired on 3/21. We had sold those for $1.50, so that set our cost basis at $8.50. So when AEHR bounced back up, we got stopped out at $8.85. So we got a nice profit, a 4% profit, with a monthly equivalent ROI of 31%. And again, here's a good example where you don't have to have your strike price. You can still make a profit if you have your cost basis, so your strike price minus the premium that you sold it for at a good level where it's going to give you a profit. So again, our cost basis was only $8.50. AEHR bounced back up, so we got a profit, even though again we had sold puts at $10. So again, a good lesson that your strike price combined with the premium you receive is where you want to look at possible support or bottom position. So congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who profited from this swing scalp put trade on AEHR. And we'll look to rinse and repeat that strategy again, kind of a variation of the wheel strategy. Welcome, Kaitan. Welcome to Ricky Khan. Thank you for joining us today. Hope you guys are having a great day. Secondly, we got stopped out of our latest long position at AMZY. AMZY, the monthly yield max monthly dividend payer on Amazon. So we had held this. We entered on March 7th. We held it, collected 1 month's worth of their dividends. So that set our cost basis at about $16.20. So again, once that rate was above our cost basis, we put a stop in, got stopped out at $16.56 for a small profit, about 2%, equated to a monthly ROI of about 3%. But again, we saw that continuation rally in tech in the Mag 7 Monday, Tuesday of last week. Then everything rolled over, pretty much in a bear market. So again, we scalped many of these yield maxes on the Mag 7s. And we'll look for opportunities to do that again, probably after the fallout from the tariff announcements on Wednesday. So again, congratulations to all of our BeachBum traders who profited from this swing trade, the scalp trade on AMZY. Similarly, APLY, the yield max on Apple. So again, we had entered that position on the 12th at $15.25. We collected a monthly dividend on that, so that put our cost basis down to, that's got to be wrong. I'll have to check that, but it lowered our cost basis though down to $14.90. About 1490 was our cost basis on APLY. So again, once that bounced up a little bit, we put a stop in, collected our profit for a small, small profit on APLY, and then again, those all rolled over. So again, congratulations to our BeachBum traders who profited from the scalp trade on APLY. Similarly, TSLY, yield max on Tesla. So we had bought that one on the 4th at 879. We collected a monthly dividend on that. So that put our cost basis on TSLY down to 830. We got stopped out at 848. So again, ROI of about 2.1%, monthly ROI of almost 31%. So you can again see how scalping these and getting your cost basis lowered by the monthly dividends can turn into some nice profitable trades. And congratulations to all of our fellow BeachBum traders who profited on this scalp trade on TSLY. And again, we'll be looking to do similarly again on the next rally in the Mag 7. Lastly, we went long on wheat, WEAT. WEAT is the ETF we trade long wheat. We went long on the 27th at about 463. If you were one of our Patreon members and you got our notifications of our entry on this wheat trade, you might have gotten in at a lower price than we did, probably a little early. But we'll be looking to swing wheat again. We saw in futures yesterday it had been on a steady downtrend near its 52-week low. And again, we've made money swinging wheat numerous times in the past, and we'll look to do that again. Just a quick reminder, although I don't recommend anyone blindly follow us into or out of trades, it would help you make money trading, help you succeed in your trading career, to be notified when we enter or exit a trade. You can get real-time notifications of our entries and exits by joining our Patreon. We also have several additional alert channels in our Discord that I'll show you momentarily, available to our Patreon members with additional types of alerts. And you can hear a bonus video on how you can best use our trade alerts to help you make money trading via the link in the notes. So very quickly, we also have these alerts channels available to our Patreon members with additional types of alerts in our Discord. So firstly, I have Thinkorswim price alerts. I set up Thinkorswim price alerts in Thinkorswim. When those get triggered, they get automatically posted in the Thinkorswim TOS alerts channel in our Discord. So you can see when GUI, the yield max on Google, broke its 52-week low. FBY, yield max on Facebook broke its 52-week low, and BDY, yield max on NVIDIA. If I do follow that up, Thinkorswim price alerts with a trade, then I'll reply in that Thinkorswim alerts channel, like when we got stopped out of our Amazon yield max position. It's a trade not directly related to a Thinkorswim price alert, like when we went long on wheat, then I'll post that in the trade alerts channel. We also have an alerts channel with alerts generated by our automated systems when stocks are moving up, breaking out near a support level, etc. And you can also get access to that real-time alerts channel in our Discord by joining our Patreon. Get more information about how you can use that to help you make money trading when stocks are moving, breaking out, etc. I'll be the link to the video in our notes. Again, a great resource for shorter term traders, as well as scalpers, swing traders, day traders, all types of traders. Great way to see sector rotation, changes in sentiment, reversals in the market. So we see when FBY is near its support level. See TMF moving up, so that's TLT, Treasuries moving up. TYD, 7 to 10-year Treasuries breaking out. So again, another great resource for any type of trader to get alerted when stocks are moving, breaking out, near a support level, and then you can trade accordingly. So if we look at the charts for trades in Quickly and Webull, so firstly AEHR. So here's our trade on AEHR. Again, we had sold cash secured puts at 10. We had gotten assigned on the 21st when those expired. Again, it set our cost basis at about 850. So when it bounced up a little bit, we were able to put a stop in, capture a small profit in AEHR. And then again, you see it broke down after that. And we'll be looking to rinse and repeat, possibly sell puts again on AEHR. And we'll see that in our puts ROIC Google Sheet. Amazon, the AMZY yield max on Amazon. Again, we bought that about a month ago or so and collected one of the monthly dividends. Once it was up above our cost basis, got a stop in there, collected that, scalped that profit. And again, we see AMZY broke down along with the rest of the Mag 7s. Similarly, APLY. Again, bought that about a month ago. Once it was up above our cost basis, about $14.90, got a stop in there, protected our profits. Again, when the whole market rolled over on Wednesday, we protected our profits. So pointing out to our BeachBum traders, this is definitely a sell the rip, protect your profits market. Similarly, TSLY. Tesla had been trending down, finally rebounded. So we collected some monthly dividends while it was trending down, lowered our cost basis. And then again, once Tesla popped back up, we scalped that off. Here's the trade on wheat, WEAT. Okay, that was a little bit early. You can see that support level. So once it was bouncing off that support level, we entered at about 463. Again, if you're one of our Patreon members and you got that notification, you could have gotten it as low as 455. Maybe still an opportunity to get that cheaper. And then again, we'll swing that back up and take some profits once wheat swings back up and peaks out. So I hope that all helps. Welcome to Katon, Gerald Fitz. Did I miss anybody? Thank you for joining us today. Hope you all are doing well. Okay, next we'll talk about our top swing trading stocks to watch. Let me grab a drink. You all can chat among yourselves, and for a second, we'll then talk about our top swing trading stocks to watch and how we're going to handle that trading this week. Just a quick reminder, if you're not already using Webull, you can get 20 free fractional shares of stock by opening and funding your account with as little as $500, each fractional share worth $3,000 to $3,000. If you'd use our affiliate link in the description box below, get your free fractional shares of stock, take advantage of any other promotions they have at this time, and also help support our BeachBum trading community, all of which we greatly appreciate. Welcome, MD. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. So again, here's our top swing trading stocks to watch list for this week. We'll look at the updates, and then we can look at them in our watch list Google Sheet. Also the charts in Webull. A lot of these we've already looked at as we traded those previously. So again, taking AMZY off as it had run up. So I took it off when it ran up above our cost basis, above where most people could have gotten in reasonably. You can see their last and next ex-dividend, the last dividend paid, etc. Also took Coney, the yield max on Coinbase, off the list as Bitcoin had run up, still above 80K. We have this in our ETFs Google Sheet and our Dividend Payers Google Sheet, so we can watch it in both of those. And if Bitcoin does break down below 80K, we can look at a position in CONY again. I've left FBY there, although you again see that we've also added it to our shopping list. And my strategy for this week, again with the tariff announcements coming Wednesday, not probably going to take any new long positions, possibly with the exception of uranium, and we'll talk about that. So the only one I've left on our top swing trading stocks to watch right now is FBY, but again, we'll probably move that and watch that on our shopping list. Also took GOOY out, as at the time its total return was showing less than 5% and its risk reward profile was less than a factor of 2. Since then, it looks like the total return on GOY is about 8%. But again, it's the least total return of the yield maxes that we're watching. So I'm taking GOOY out of our list. Again, we can still watch this in our Dividend Payers Google Sheet. Again, you saw the run up and rollover in Tesla. And again, we'll be watching all of these in our shopping list, in the shop list sheet of our Google Sheet. So again, my strategy for this week is wait for the tariff announcements and then use our shopping list. Again, we've seen the downturn in the market. We always recommend you have your shopping list ready. Take advantage of downturns in the market. So again, we're going to be leveraging our shopping list primarily, at least until the tariff announcements on Wednesday. We're watching AMZY, APLY, FBY, and VDY is on NVIDIA, URA as the basis for a trade long in uranium using URAX. And we'll look at all of those when we get to our shopping list. So again, probably the only trade early this week that I'll be watching is URA unless we get some unexpected news. So again, now you can watch our top swing trading stocks to watch, bullpen stocks, shopping list stocks, all in our watch list Google Sheet. And you can get 24/7 access to our watch list Google Sheet by joining our Patreon. This gets regenerated at the end of each day, updated. All these watch lists. If I do make a change after that, I post that change in the stock watch list update channel in our Patreon or in our Discord, which our Patreons also have access to. So again, if I make any changes after that's been generated, like when I added FBY on the 20th, post that in the stock watch list updates channel in our Discord. Our Patreons can get notified of that. We have a whole series of videos on how you can use our watch list Google Sheet to watch our top swing trading stocks to watch, how you can use the PE and ATR information, buy at and sell at support levels. You can access all that information via the links to the videos in our notes. So again, right now in our top swing trading stocks to watch list in our Google Sheet, I just got FBY. And again, we'll talk about more detail our shopping list, but again, we'll be watching a number of the other yield maxes in the shop list tab sheet, also in our watch list Google Sheet. So again, I think waiting for the tariff announcements, the fallout from the tariff announcements to resolve themselves, and then we'll see what happens after that, what opportunities get presented. Morning, Fairchild or Alpha. Thank you for joining us. Hope you all are doing well. Okay, let me grab another quick drink and we'll talk about our bullpen and then our shopping list stocks. Okay, if you're new to our community, the concept of the bullpen stocks are ones that might not have this set up to warrant inclusion in our top swing trading stocks to watch right now, but have identified that they may in the near future. So we put them in our bullpen. If their setup improves, and we put them in the game, move them up to our top swing trading stocks to watch list. If they run away or break down, then we just take them out of the bullpen and we can revisit them in the future. So again, we had traded APLY, it had run up, rolled over. We still got it in our shopping list, so I'm taking that out of the bullpen. I've been watching GCT for a while, GigaCloud Technology. It had popped up. Looks like it's slowly rolling back down. You can hear our thesis behind GigaCloud Technology via the links to the videos in our notes. Another one we might trade this week if we get the opportunity is METC, Ramaco Resources. This is a coking coal and rare earth elements. And coking coal has been somewhat volatile related to steel production, but they also have a rare earth elements. So if it comes back down, had been volatile, popped up, if we do get a chance to get into METC below 8, that's one I might take this week. Tatron components, low float, small cap electronics, been just kind of choppy. So again, if you can trade low float, small caps, I might be interested in Tatron. Don't know if they might benefit from the tariff talk. They might benefit from the 6th generation fighter, although I haven't seen any news on that. You can hear our thesis on Tatron via the links to the videos in the notes. Also USIO, software infrastructure one we've been watching, another small cap, low float. You can hear our thesis behind USOI via the link to the short video in the notes. So if we quickly look at those charts in Webull, again, in our watch list Google sheet, you can also see price targets, risk reward profiles, their earnings date, dividend information, optionality. So you can see Tatron's not optionable and probably not likely to trade that given it's a low float and not optionable, but it might be of advantage to you. As you can see, it's showing a tractor right now. You can also see the PEs and the ATRs, ATR to help you set stop losses and take profits. If we look at the charts, here's GCT, GigaCloud Technologies. So you see it dipped. I believe that was earnings, disappointing earnings. Popped back up very quickly. So again, congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders who caught that quick dip in GCT and were able to profits. Again, protect your profits when something pops up like that. See, since then it's been kind of just trading laterally. So we'll see. It does look like it's rolling over. So if we get another dip in GCT, might pick that one up. And METC, Ramaco on coking coal and rare earth. See that big pop. So again, congratulations to any of our BeachBum traders watching our trade idea on METC who caught that pop. But again, protect your profits because it dropped back down pretty quickly. It's been trailing down since. Again, if we get that, in the below 8, 771 or below, that's one we might take. Again, you can see the volatility there. Again, Tate, low float, small cap, pretty volatile. So again, if you can trade these low float small caps, opportunity to make some money. It jumped from 250 to 260 something pretty quickly. So opportunity if you're nimble and can trade those. Welcome aboard to Be Free. Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Here's USIO. Again, it did run up. So again, congratulations if you were able to take that profit on USIO and dropped off pretty quickly. So again, in this market, sell the rips, protect your profits. Don't give it all back. As we saw yesterday, more downside to come, a lot of volatility with the tariff talk, and we'll have to analyze the impacts, direct and indirect impacts of the tariffs, the retaliation on the tariffs, etc. So again, you saw a lot of money moving to the sidelines, moving to safety end of last week. And again, as I discussed yesterday, I expect that to continue early this week till we get some clarity on the tariffs and retribution on the tariffs, etc. I've cleaned up our list of honorable mentions a little bit. If we do have time, we'll come back and do some due diligence on some of the ones that we don't already have in our database, haven't done due diligence on before. And don't know if I've added any. I've probably added one. GSBD, there's a BDC, Goldman Sachs BDC. And again, we'll come back and take a look at some of those if we have time today or in subsequent weeks. Let me grab a drink and we'll talk about our shopping list again. Okay, again, we always recommend you have your shopping list of stocks ready, stocks you want to buy on any dips in the market, irrational reactions to earnings, irrational reactions to news, like we might get again with the tariff news. So have your shopping list ready to take advantage of those. So we're going to be, again, using our shopping list quite liberally probably this week with all the tariff news. So I did add some of the yield maxes to our shopping list so we can watch those there as well. So I added MZY and FBY to our shopping list. Again, you can hear our previous analysis on the yield maxes on many of the Mag 7s via the link to the video in our notes. Also added URA and USO. URA is the basis underneath URAX, which is leverage long. These are all on uranium, so I want to use the bottom or support level in URA to be the trigger for an entry in URAX. And again, that may be a trade that we take if URA bottoms below, again, we'll see below 72 or so. Again, you can watch our shopping list stocks in the shop list tab of our Google Sheet. So I believe, yeah, URA under 23, so it's close, 23.10. Recent 52-week lows, 22.78. It bottoms and bounces there, and I would enter uranium long using URAX. Similarly for oil, we want to watch USO, and the dividend payer on oil that we're going to use going forward is probably USOY. Oil is back up near 70, so that's not very attractive right now. Again, that's a monthly dividend payer, so we want to use USO as the basis for our entry point in USOY. And you can see there's wheat. So again, you might be able to get into wheat cheaper than we did again. And we've got a number of the yield maxes, AMZY, APLY, FBY, NVDY, TSLY. So we're watching all those yield maxes in the shop list tab of our watch list Google Sheet. And again, these Google functions, finance functions update near real time. So as those become attractive, and we can pick those up. Also, we've got the ex-dividend date information, the yields, the optionality, all the information for our watch list, also in our shopping list. I took some out that not likely to buy, CRM, Path, and Pfizer. Path still losing money. Pfizer, we've talked about our thesis in that, and might sell puts on some of these, but not likely to buy the shares directly, so I took those out of our shopping list. Again, none of our content should be considered financial advice. We're not financial advisors. All of our content is for education and hopefully some entertainment purposes only. But again, we recommend you stay away from zombie stocks, zombie companies, zombie ETFs. Again, we've got higher for longer interest rates, going to negatively impact these zombie companies. Also, we saw in the economic data, Fed's not likely to cut anytime soon. And we're hearing more news that these debt-strapped companies are having more trouble servicing that debt. They might have to do offerings, reverse split, etc. If you're concerned about a company having to do an offering, going insolvent, bankrupt, or reverse split, and you want to figure out the risk level, you can calculate their quarter's cash flow positive using our biotech due diligence Google Sheet, and you can get access, make a copy of that by joining our Patreon. Again, you can use that for any money-losing company, not just a biotech. And we've got a whole series of videos on trading biotechs. I thought I saw someone talking about biotechs earlier in the chat. So we've got a whole series of video on our strategy for trading biotechs that you can access via the link in the notes. So again, we pretty much went over our shopping list. Got a lot of the Mag 7s, MP materials for rare earth. I saw Easy Mike's made some good money. Katon's made some good money this year on MP. Got MSB for steel. Got some REITs, Stag. We're still long land. Those have both started to recover a little bit. LTC, another REIT. Also, if the market does decline significantly, BTI, we're a broad market index that includes international. So if we get a dip in BTI down to 244 or so, we might buy a sizable chunk of BTI, wait for the whole market to recover. And again, we like the international exposure in BTI. Okay, let me grab another quick drink and we'll talk about dividend payers. So if anyone in the chat has a particular dividend payer you want to take a look at, I'll try to keep an eye on the chat and we can look at your favorite dividend payer. Okay, again, in addition to our swing trading stocks, we also use dividend payers to generate income while we're waiting for our swing trading stocks to set up. We use our dividend payers Google Sheet to help us build a schedule with the total return, dividend payers, payment schedule, risk reward profile, composition, categories, etc. You can do likewise, get 24/7 access to our dividend payers by joining our Patreon. I don't have any changes to our dividend payers this week. We also have a whole series of videos on how you can use our dividend payers Google Sheet to find the best dividend paying stocks, generate your own schedule of income using dividend payers. Also, you can watch the yield maxes. Again, we've been doing a lot of scalping on collecting dividends using the yield maxes on the Mag 7s. See their total return in the yield max sheet as well. Again, their information, their performance, earnings, the ex-dividend dates, etc. Also, you can find the distribution schedule, the link to the distribution schedule for the yield maxes in the reference URL in the references sheet of our dividend payers. Other than the yield maxes, I don't really have any dividend payers that are of significant interest. So I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. If anyone has any you want to look at, again, many of the dividend or the yield maxes are attractive, but again, we want to wait to see the reaction. That's a short on gold. You can see IEF and IEI showing a less than 5% total return, so not a lot of total return on those bond funds. Some of the closed-end funds and bond funds are showing up as being attractive. That's a furniture company. Cannabis we've talked about. Another money-losing company, so not interested in them. Yeah, JEPI and JEPQ are popular. And you can see they're about 7 and 8%. See, not terribly attractive yet, but if we get a dip in the market, those might be attractive. Again, we've got those on our shopping list. Again, some of these bond funds, OPP, closed-end funds, you can take a look at those if you're interested. Got a pretty attractive total return. PCF, PDI, again, more closed-end funds. And if we get a significant dip in the market, others you can look at is just the QQQ or QQQY. We've done discussions, videos on comparing QQQY to QQQ and SPYT to SPY. So you can see SPY is better. Also, we might get a spike in volatility. That might drive SVOL down, but the total return right now is pretty low. Treasuries, TLT, not very attractive total return right now. Easy Mike was talking about the short on the dollar. UDM is long on the dollar. Interesting, ULTY, the total return significantly improved, so we might have to take a new look at that one again. We talked about USOY on oil. So here's VTI, see about a 10% total return. Dividend yield's pretty low, but the total return's attractive on a dip. BOO is pretty good, but again, I like the international exposure in VTI. So I'll try to keep an eye on the chat. If anyone else has any dividend payers you want to take a look at, I'll leave that up and we can come back and take a look at those. Let's talk about option strategies as well. So in addition to dividend payers, we also use several option strategies to generate income while we're waiting for a swing trading stock to set up. Firstly, we sell covered calls against our positions when they're going up, buy them back when they're coming down. We use our covered calls Google Sheet to do what-if analysis on our covered call strategies. You can do likewise, get access to, make a copy of our covered calls Google Sheet, use it for your what-if analysis on your covered call strategies by joining our Patreon. A whole series of videos on how you can use our covered calls Google Sheet to do what-if analysis on your covered call strategies. You can access all of those via the links to the videos and the notes. We also sell puts when stocks are going down, buy them back when they're going back up. And we also utilize the wheel strategy, as you saw, to lower our cost basis in those stocks, sell them, scalp them off when they bounce back up above our cost basis. We use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to identify opportunities to sell and then buy back puts. And you can do likewise, use our puts ROIC Google Sheet to help you make money trading puts by joining our Patreon. So let me grab a quick drink and we'll look at puts opportunities currently for selling puts and some updates to our puts ROIC Google Sheet. Okay, firstly, just a brief update to our research sheet. I lowered the strike on SLP. SLP is a technology stock. It broke down below its strike, so I lowered it from 25 to 20. See if that gets attractive. You can hear our thesis on SLP Simulations Plus. We have a link to the video in the notes. The new ones I've added is SWK. That is Black & Decker. Added it at the 72.50 strike price, and we'll see if that becomes attractive. I do want to do some quick due diligence on SWK and then also SWKS. So if we look at SWK, 72.50 strike price, I manually entered that data. It'll get updated at the end of each day. Again, our puts ROIC Google Sheet also gets regenerated at the end of each day with that puts information for the day. See, currently the ROIC is not that great, less than 1%. At a 52-week high of 253, it would only be about 3%. So we'll see if Black & Decker continues to decline and bump that premium up. Also, if we get higher VIX, that might give us higher premiums on some of these puts. Again, if we get a violent reaction to tariffs, that might make some of these puts attractive. Further departure from the market, further profit taking early this week. So again, now until probably through Wednesday, we'll probably be focusing on opportunities to sell puts. So here's Stanley Black & Decker. Again, this showed up in the puts option seller ROI tool. So we took a look at that. See if that would be an attractive one to sell puts on. See it's declining. They are making money. PE is kind of high. Obviously, it's optionable. It's shortable. Debt's a little high. We zoom out a little bit. Not really a double in the near term. So again, more interested in possibly scalping puts on Black & Decker. You see it looks like a pretty good bottom right in the 70s, low 70s. So we'll see if the 72.50 strike is good, plus some decent premium, and look at, scalping those puts on a rebound. Long term, some nice upside. So maybe again, with all the tariff talk and increase prices on homes, cars, etc., maybe people will do more of their own repairs, etc. Maybe we'll see a rebound in Stanley Black & Decker. So let me know what you think about selling puts on the Stanley Black & Decker. Do you think they'll be positively or negatively impacted by the tariffs? Love to hear your feedback on that. Second one is SWKS. This is, I believe, Skyworks. I've added that at a 60 strike price. Again, we're looking at the Aprils right now. So here's SWKS at a 60 strike price. Again, premium's not that great right now, less than 1%. At a 52-week high of 110, still only be about 1%, so not very attractive right now. But if we get further decline, so again, Skyworks Solutions, it's a semiconductor. Semiconductor's been generally beat down. You see it bounced up, rolled over. And they do make money. They're profitable. PE's a little high, not too bad. Had a very dramatic drop on earnings, although beat EPS. They actually beat revenue, so it must have been their forward guidance that caused the big drop. We zoom out, so plenty of potential upside. Dramatic drop recently on the earnings. Does have some potential downside. So again, we put the put at 60. That looks like a multiple bottom. Again, see if the premiums get more attractive. Got, again, plenty of upside, some significant risk. So more apt to, again, sell puts than buy the shares. So again, love to hear your feedback on what do you think of Skyworks Solutions, selling puts, scalping puts on it versus buying shares. Love to hear your feedback in the comments and or our Discord on Skyworks Solutions as well. Otherwise, if we go back to our main puts ROIC sheet, see not a whole lot, although you see AEHR at the 750 strike, showing the 6.6 ROIC. So again, maybe we'll sell some more puts against AEHR. As you saw, we scalped the last set off profitably and then lowered the strike price. So that looks like another puts opportunity. We still own SOXL. We'd sold puts, got assigned those puts on SOXL. Lowered the strike down to 15. You can see at 15, those are attractive. So that might be an opportunity. If you're interested, do you think semiconductors has bottomed and will swing back up? Again, potential tariff impact. So might want to wait unless you want to, you think it's safe around 15. Good 7% return. Others in the research sheet. Don't think there's a whole lot else up above 5%. You can see some that might be attractive. So again, if we get further elevation in the VIX, some of these premiums might pop up. So we'll be watching our puts ROIC Google Sheets, see if we get further downturn in the market, see if we get further pops up in the VIX, particularly around all the tariff news, and look for opportunities to sell and then buy back puts. So if anyone else sees some opportunities, please let us know. Love to hear your ideas for selling puts. If you think, again, all of the first half of this week might be focusing on selling puts. Again, we've got a whole series of videos how you can use our puts ROIC Google Sheet, and also a whole playlist of videos on how you can make money trading options. You can access that on our YouTube channel, also via the link in our notes. Okay, we've got a few minutes. If anyone in the chat wants to take a look at a particular stock, or if you have a question, please throw those back in the chat. If I missed your question or your stock previously, I apologize. Please put those back up in the chat. We can take a few minutes and answer those questions or take a look at your stocks. Okay, Born to Be Free wants to look at cocoa. Let's see what that is. So cocoa, Vita Cocoa Company. Beverages, so I'm sure it's probably like coconut water, I'm guessing. So it's, you can see in FinViz, called out of Head and Shoulders, big drop. It's like they missed a little bit on earnings, beat a little bit on revenue, probably again guidance. Also just the whole beverage category and somewhat negative. Also potential impacts of tariffs. So again, you can see it's headed down pretty steeply. They do make money. PE is a little bit high. No debt. That's not bad. It is optionable. Might look at selling puts on that. Not a whole lot of discrepancy between short float and outstanding. Short interest, almost 10%. So getting into that heavily shorted category. Performed positively for the year. Big drop. Statement regarding a research report. So it sounds like maybe a short report. So if you know more about why the big decline, so it's had a couple major declines of 11%. Look at their financials. So they've been making money, increasing somewhat. EPS increasing as well, so that's not too bad. They don't look too bad. Yeah, coconut water. So Europe, Middle East, Asia Pacific. So again, potential vulnerability to tariffs on both sides. So again, I would definitely wait until after the tariff news, see how that might impact them. And Bourne, if you have more information about what you're interested in cocoa, or yeah, are you looking at selling puts on it? It's been pretty high, so it's headed back down below its near-term moving average. It's only been around since 22 or so. So again, it looks like it peaked out, kind of peak hype on cocoa. MD, I think, was pointing out Pepsi just bought Poppy. So if you're looking for an acquisition, although it's pretty high right now, so a big company probably wait till it got significantly cheaper. Again, PE is kind of high, almost 32. So again, you might want to look at, selling puts. You sell puts down, see what the delta is, sell puts down in the 24, 25, etc. See if that's attractive, and then pick up the shares there where you've got decent amount of upside. So if anyone else has any information about cocoa, if you think it'd be good to sell puts, buy shares, what the impact of tariffs may be on cocoa, love to hear your feedback in the comments to this video, also in our Discord. So I hope that all helps, Bourne. He says he's just watching it. Again, you might want to look at selling puts, see if you can make some money. If you think it's going to rebound, drop and then rebound, might be an opportunity to scalp some puts on cocoa. Okay, again, if I missed your stock or your question or your comment, I apologize. Please put those in the comments to the video or in our Discord. Please tag us in our Discord. We're at BeachBum Trading, all lowercase, no other characters, symbols, etc. Anyone else is an imposter, please report and ignore them. Also, our Discord is free to join. We've got all kinds of channels where you can discuss trading different asset classes, using different trading platforms, using different styles of trading. So you can get together with fellow BeachBum traders who trade with your style, trade the assets you like to trade 24/7 in our free Discord. The only exclusion is the few channels I mentioned that are exclusive to our Patreons. Also love to hear your feedback on what we can do to improve our weekly trading game plans, any of our tools and resources, our Google Sheets, etc., our community. Please let us know what we can do to continue to add more value for all of our BeachBum traders. We hope you like this content. Please do us a favor and smash the like button on our videos. Help us try to get the YouTube algorithm to someday show us some love and share our videos with more traders around the world. Continue to build our BeachBum trading community. We also really need your help to directly share our content with your fellow traders, share it on your social media sites, etc. Can help us build our BeachBum trading community for the mutual benefit of all of our fellow BeachBum traders. Thank you again to everyone that joined us in the chat today, everyone watching after the fact. We hope to see you back next weekend, 10 a.m. on Saturdays for part 1, 10 a.m. on Sundays for part 2 of our weekly trading game plans. And in the meantime, we hope you have a great trading week.